What is up, everybody? I'm Courtney. We're waiting on Sean as usual. Um, for those that don't know, he has a hot rod addiction, and I had to drag him by his throat out of the garage and in for the podcast. So, as he's getting himself together, he should be joining us here shortly. I feel like there should be the Jeopardy theme right here. But anyway, we're waiting for a few people to tune in. I've got one watching. Whoever's watching, hey, Paul. How's everybody doing this week? I feel like this is the Mondayest Tuesday ever. I'm ready for Friday. I'm very ready for Friday. And I feel like there should definitely be multiple days besides Saturday and Sunday. Hey, Ryan. Shout out the freaking awesome Paranormal show. Comes on right after this one, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you have not tuned in before, you need to tune in tonight because that is a show you don't want to miss. Ronnie Anderson, Bedford. Oh, shit. You scared the hell out of me.
That's because a big black dude just crept into the room.
Y'all.
I'm scared of black people is what it is.
No. Bedford Paranormal. We got Ronnie and Daryl Paulette, Spirit of Clover Hill. Hi, Leah. Hey, Jessica. How's the 40s treating you? Debbie, I know. He just emerged. Yes.
I'm nervous.
Ryan, yes. This week has already been, I'm over it. I'm just so over it.
Where did you tell everybody I was at?
I had to drag you by your neck out of the garage because you were too busy out of the hood of your hot rod.
That's right.
More like hooligan.
I was trying to work on these cars. I need some help.
He's a hooligan.
I need some help. All right, help me. Help me, please.
Haunting well. I love it. I love it.
What is up, everybody?
So this past weekend,
You was late.
I was here.
No, you weren't.
And my friends were here.
Look, I was trying.
That's what counts.
I was in here.
Haunting.
But I had to run back outside because I can't find my vape. I'm just going to borrow yours for the night.
Anyway, this past weekend, guys, we had quite the experience. So we had a birthday party that rented out the cemetery. And that was cool. So we had Jessica Rucker Johnson. It was her birthday. R.I.P. to the 30s. And she brought along some friends. Now, Jessica has a passion for the paranormal. I believe maybe there might have been one, maybe two other people in her group that might have been intrigued.
I think
everybody else was kind of not sure, on the fence. But by the time everybody left the cemetery, I have gotten messages that they've ordered equipment. They can't wait to the next one. Things like that. And guys, this is why we do what we do. There's a lot of places that are pay to play, blah, blah, blah. Right. But we're more into the scientific / education piece. If there are future paranormal investigators that we can mentor, we're in. Every time. We are in.
Like swimwear.
Paul said he was working on the Jeep.
That's right.
We know he was in the bathroom. You can't say it.
Dropping the deuce.
Oh my God. Probably. Hey, Ma.
Hey, Ma.
She said she was looking for us. Well, we're here.
Ma, I saw the phone ring, but my hands was covered in oil.
I was cooking dinner and my phone was on silent from work when you called. I am sorry.
I couldn't hit the slide button with a handful of oil.
I'm sorry.
Grease. And gas. I'm covered in gas. I probably smell like gas right now. My whole truck smells like gas.
Wrong kind of gas.
Oh yeah, plenty of that was let out today.
I came home from work on my lunch break. I saw a whole garage full of guys working on this car, right? And I just was like, all right, I'm going back to work.
Look, that's every woman's dream. See a bunch of dudes in the garage. Stinking.
Kiss sang about a different deuce. I want to have my upcoming birthday party at the cemetery, and I want Ed Odell. Who is Jake?
And who is Jake, Mom?
Ma, who is Jake?
From State Farm? You want
There's 3 ghosts ahead of you, Jimmy.
You want him to show up in his khakis?
Yes, Paul, the Cutlass. That is what he is working on. Unbeknownst to him, the second it gets running, it's not going to be in the garage when I go to work.
We'll go up. We'll go live from the garage one day.
We can do it. I don't know. No.
My garage is very offensive.
Yeah, no.
It's very offensive.
Oh,
Y'all stop.
my God, Daryl. Why?
Oh, God. Daryl.
Poor Daryl.
We just, man, Daryl. Fords, though?
I'd believe him. He lives in his garage. Yes. I know.
Yeah, my garage is very offensive. We would lose all followers if we went live from the garage. No, can't go live from that.
The man that will marry you or bury you, Jay.
Jay, Mom.
Just Jay.
Jay. Mr. Brooks.
Yes.
The mythical beard.
My Jeep is 85% Chevy.
Hey,
interesting.
I knew I liked Paul for a reason.
Daryl likes Oldsmobiles.
Well, we can get along.
We can kind of get along at that point.
They in the GM family.
That's all right. That's the face that Daryl makes when he's judging your Chevy.
I'm gonna put a big ghost logo on the Oldsmobile.
That would be cool.
Let's get into the paranormal.
We can do it.
Let's get into it.
We can. So
we don't want to get too much into
I'll bring up a topic. That's fine. I mean, unless the car, like there was a haunted car, like
Christine,
yeah. Yes, Ronnie. Yes. I'd rather push a Chevy than drive a Ford.
That's right. Ronnie, somebody told me you had a Hummer or something at one time.
A Hummer?
Yeah, somebody came over here today and was like, yeah, I know. You look at ghosts and stuff, don't you? Yeah, my buddy Ronnie is in the ghosts. He used to pull up in the Hummer at work. I'm like, okay. All right. Mr. Humvee man.
All right. Paranormal. Guys, I've had a lot of messages, requests, conversation, phone calls, text messages, a whole bunch of different methods of communication for me to talk about the most controversial subject in my paranormal world. And I put emphasis on my because I'm about to cause all kind of chaos.
That's not unusual.
Cryptids, UFOs, fairies, or Daryl's favorite wedgies.
Here we go.
Okay. We're going to talk about it.
Here we go.
All right. Ma. So I've been feeling super emotional. My thoughts go to Greg, but I honestly feel he's around me. He might be.
I think he is, Mom. You know, we were investigating in the chapel. What's up, Lois? How you doing, girl? Good to see you. You know, I'm not big on phone apps, but we got Relative, and then right behind Relative, straight up, All Is Well.
Yeah.
Does that sound familiar? I'm not a big phone app guy, but that was kind of coincidental.
I think Christine was a Plymouth.
Oh, Plymouth. Yeah.
New York City mom, wife, teacher. Wears many hats. Hi.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you for joining.
Yes, James Mothman will be included in tonight's topics. The wedgies. Hey, Shonda. Fredericksburg Paranormal.
F-E-R-I
Can't wait to see you guys soon. All right. So let's jump right in.
Kryptonites.
Okay. I'm going to start by saying my husband, Francisco, thinks you guys are hysterical. Thank you. Thank you, Francisco. He tuned in last week. Tell him we said hello.
Tell him I said hello.
And welcome to you. All right. Cryptids. I'm going to start with cryptids.
Oh, God.
We've got Bigfoot, Mothman.
You want to see a Bigfoot? Let me get my foot up.
Freaking.
I can't bend like that.
Dogman. Like, if I'm missing some cryptids, y'all drop them in the comments, okay? I've had a lot of. Hey, James. John Sullivan, FPRI.
What's up, John?
James Brady.
John, we're doing some dirt fishing, man. Hit me. You got my number. John has my number, never calls me.
Okay. Jessica loves the Mothman. So I'm going to get right into it and I'm going to say.
We need to do some metal detecting.
Hold on. We're talking paranormal.
All right.
I don't know how to say this publicly. Hey, pay attention.
All right.
I don't know how to say this publicly.
I'm about to piss everybody off when it comes to cryptids. So
I don't believe in cryptids. There, I said it. I said it?
Yes, she does.
No, I don't.
Yes, she does. Last night we got to a huge fight. No, she said that I get too loud and I scare her on the podcast when we disagree.
This is not what I said. I did not say I believe in cryptids. Yes, what I said is I've never seen them, but I threw some theories out there. What you said last night. Well, what did I say last night?
You direct quote?
Yeah.
Direct quote.
Yeah, go ahead.
Here, Courtney and I got to arguing last night. She said, Sean, what should we talk about on the podcast? I said, you and I should have a public debate and let our guests lead the discussion. That's why we've been doing it this way. I said, I don't believe in cryptids. That's what I said. I said, I'm about to piss every guest off that we have. I don't believe in them. So Courtney said, well, I believe in them.
Never said I believe in them.
Okay.
Wrong. Direct quote.
See, and then she said, well, I don't want to disagree with you on a podcast because
I said really I'm not going to disagree. Get into a debate.
I get nervous and get quiet.
That is not what was said. This is why I don't get along with Sean, because he be lying. Selective listening.
Okay.
Okay.
Y'all, so Ronnie Anderson, John Sullivan, Cushman, all the Cushmans, y'all all been following us. Don't hit me under the table.
What I said was,
how many of y'all
you're talking over me. Go ahead. Podcast is yours.
She said, how many times have she said that she wanted to go Bigfoot hunting on the podcast?
As a joke.
It wasn't a joke. Because Sullivan
First of all, my fat ass is not going into some woods. What? All right. So the number one thing that we can say we agree on is what happens if we find Bigfoot? Then what?
I said that.
I said we can agree on it. I never said I said it.
I'm going to be quiet.
Please, because you just don't make any fucking sense.
You get mad?
Yes, you're pissing me off because if you're going to tell it right.
I'm not touching you.
Oh my God.
I'm not touching you. Go ahead, Courtney. Go ahead. All right, I'm going to leave you alone.
Podcast is yours.
I'm going to leave you alone. Go ahead.
Podcast is yours.
Go ahead.
No, please. The floor is yours, buddy.
Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead. Talk about your kryptonites.
First of all, it's not a kryptonite. It's a cryptid.
You're so pretty when you get mad. You're turning pink.
Oh my God. This is supposed to be a paranormal podcast, not a Sean and Courtney. We can have a whole nother separate podcast about relationships.
All right, go ahead.
But you didn't even let me finish my sentence to get my whole entire.
Ronnie called you out.
Again, you aren't letting me get a word in edgewise.
I just said talk about.
I can't. The second I start talking, you yell.
I'm not yelling.
Okay.
Black people talk loud.
Well, then go ahead and talk.
I told you, go ahead. I'm going to be quiet.
James, I don't even know what the hell I was about to say. I have no idea.
All right, go ahead.
This is why I don't debate with Sean. Because this is how a debate goes outside of the podcast.
I've been telling you to go ahead.
As I'm talking, he's talking.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Thank you.
They can still see me. I'm too fat to get out the camera.
Thank you. Are you done? Are you done? Are you done trolling me
I can't get out the camera. My belly's in the camera. You try not to laugh. Go ahead.
Are you done? You guys, I can't. Yes, Ma, back to Bigfoot. All right. So I am going to say, you just pulled my hair. I am going to say that I don't 100% believe in cryptids. And the reason that I am saying that all right, let me bounce really quick. Did I say that I wanted to go Bigfoot hunting? Sure. But I don't like the woods. I don't like bugs. And if nothing's happening, I get bored very easily and want to leave. So is Bigfoot hunting for me? No. Now, if you have a professional Bigfoot hunting crew, would I go? Yeah, I would. Why? Curiosity. Just simple curiosity. Okay. But, I sat last night and I watched Paranormal Caught on Camera. And this is what prompted me to discuss this.
Really good show, by the way.
In our podcast. So these pair of Russian friends were driving up the road in the snow. Okay. Here's where it got me. They were in like a foot of snow in a little like two-door Prius. Okay. And getting it in the snow, was not sliding, nothing. Happened to have a dash cam when a figure that appeared to be a hairy man that was just barely above the snow ran across. Their reaction was legitimate. I will give you that. Okay, it was. Oh my God. It was legitimate. One of them said, oh my God, it was a moose. Okay. The other one said to him like this, and I direct quote from the actual episode, that wasn't a fucking moose. Okay. So then they get into, I can't remember exactly what was said next. They get into an argument. They stop right in front of the footsteps or the tracks that it was made. And it was just like a line of tracks. Okay. It wasn't actual like footprints. So, they did the replay 100 times. And at this point, I'm sitting up on the edge of my seat and I'm squinting my eyes and I'm looking and I'm trying to see what they were talking about. Like, what did something run across the road? Yeah. Was it as large as everybody claims Bigfoot is? I mean, I've heard he's 12 feet tall. I've heard he's 9 feet tall. I've heard 6 feet tall. I've heard, 100 feet tall. I've heard all different kinds of stories. So, and I'm going to address all these comments because I see you guys. But my thing is, there's too much discrepancy when it comes to cryptids. Do I believe, now this was the debate that I decided to have with Sean today, was, do I believe that there could possibly be a creature out there that might resemble the way that people describe Bigfoot to be? Maybe. And the reason I say that is because I feel like, and not to get into too much like conspiracy theory, but I feel like there's a lot of stuff that, the government lets out that we're not supposed to know about. I mean, who recently was watching the news when all those monkeys like escaped that lab, right? So who's to say that they weren't doing like experiments in a lab somewhere with two different species, maybe a male and a female, they crossbred, made, a baby, whatever. And, maybe they were messing around with cloning or, either way, I think they were dabbling in some shit they shouldn't have dabbled in. It ended up being like stronger than them and busted out of the lab. Maybe had human-like characteristics where, it was meant to protect its mates and drug its mate with him. And, they recreated and made more little species babies. I don't know. I can say honestly that I have never seen the Mothman. I've never seen Bigfoot. The only thing I see are these sketchy, blurred out videos, on YouTube. And then somebody goes, oh my God. But I've never seen a video where somebody actually goes after Bigfoot. It's always at a distance. It's always like zoomed in, super pixelated. So I'm on the fence. I really am on the fence when it comes to Bigfoot. Now, let me scroll back up and get some of these comments. Ronnie. Okay. Yes, Ronnie, there's only one Bigfoot. They didn't call him Big Feet. Flatwood Monster Museum. I don't know where that's at, but that's cool. I like monsters. I won't say I don't believe, but I need to see legit. That's where I'm at with it, Debbie. Like, I have not seen any legit hardcore evidence. That's my biggest thing.
Wait to get to Ronnie.
I'm going. Francisco, it's hard to believe. I did hear you say you want to go Bigfoot hunting. I just addressed that. Would I go out of curiosity? Absolutely. Am I going to get bored very easily? Probably. Bigfoot could walk right by me. I'll probably be scrolling TikTok. Haunted Metal Detection 1870. Now that sounds like an event I would attend. John, we need a commercial break in real life, like outside of this. The amount of times that I have wanted to full on square up with a 6'2" man in my life, I can't count that high. I can't count that high.
I run.
Francisco, you only believe in spirits. I only believe in things that have legit evidence or that I can prove. I'm going to put it that way. Hey, Em, how you holding up?
Emily, shout out Lost Souls. Tell Chris I said what's up.
James saw the video I was talking about. Francisco said totally fake. Mom, you love graveyards that are outside typically. I do. with the proper amount of off spray in the summertime. In the wintertime, there's no bugs out. Although they were flying around really bad the other day. I don't know what they were.
It's not wintertime anymore.
A moose. What state was that in? So they were in Russia. The video that I saw was in Russia. So you don't believe because you have never seen one asking for a friend.
You know where he's going with that.
I know. But I've seen an orb with my actual eyeballs. Ronnie started bringing it up a lot. Like, if you don't see an orb with your eyes, then it's not an actual orb, blah, 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 blah.
Very next
investigation, I'm sitting there, I swear to God. Boom. I see it. And I'm like, I'm blinking my eyes, I'm rubbing my eyes, I'm like,
first thing you think of is Ronnie.
And I'm like, fucking Ronnie Anderson, this son of a bitch. That's literally what I said. But I also have never publicly said that I 100% believe in orbs. I haven't said that. He might have said that. Hey, Tony.
What's up, Tony?
Carrie, they find new species every day. They find extinct species every year. I saw a creature in Maryland that I cannot explain. It was 30 feet in front of me, and my ex-husband and Native Americans have had reports and pictures on cave walls for thousands of years.
We had a lot of conversation about that, Carrie. Me, you, and Chuck. What's up, Carrie, by the way?
I'm a cool geek.
Thanks for you to join us.
They're fun to watch. I feel the same about Bigfoot. Jessica, I want to believe in Bigfoot, but like you said, it's so sketch. Have you heard the theory that Bigfoot is interdimensional, similar to ghosts? I think that theory is interesting. Now, that's a topic I can get on. That is a topic I could get on. Is Bigfoot interdimensional? Do people, or certain people rather, have the ability to see Bigfoot and others don't? Like maybe more open-minded people, maybe? I'm not sure. I don't have any reason to believe in cryptids, however, I don't dismiss it. That's a good point, too. One of my warehouse guys at work swears he saw Bigfoot cross the road in front of him 2 summers ago on his way home. Here in Virginia? Question mark? Flatwoods Monster Museum is in Sutton, West Virginia. We can get an Airbnb and go Bigfoot hunting. We can. We can do it. You lived in Bedford County for a long time. Have you seen a mountain lion? They are here. Same with Bigfoot. They know how to stay away from people. Now, contrary to that comment,
in Bedford County,
I grew up in California. Mountain lions do not stay away from people. You can go right now and type into YouTube mountain lion attacks in California, and I can guarantee close to 1,000 videos. When I was a kid, like, mountain lions would come into an actual suburban neighborhood and attack children. Like, that was like a thing. I don't know if they were hungry. I don't know what was going on. So yes, I have seen a mountain lion. I've seen a lot of mountain lions. The haunted Heyman house is across the river from the Flatwood Monster Museum, and they also have a Bigfoot museum there as well. I mean, I'm not opposed to going. Maybe I'm not educated enough on Bigfoot. I'm holding up as best I can. Yes. Hey, Tamara.
What's up, Tamara?
Have you ever seen Jesus? Ronnie, I personally have not seen Jesus, but that is a different topic. I am not putting my faith in a hairy creature with big feet. That
Ronnie's trying to get deep tonight.
It is elusive and, only comes out at spontaneous times for random people to take pixelated photos. I'm not going to get religious in here. But, one day.
That's a good debate, though.
One day I do hope that that's where I end up, is at the pearly gates. I will say that. Carrie, Sean said I look like a mountain lion, and I'm not offended. Did we say mountain lion? I thought we said
bobcat.
A bobcat. Not is that the same? That's not the same.
Mom looks like a bobcat.
I've seen an orb. Yes, James. See, Ronnie got 2 people that saw an orb with their own eyes. What I said was, if you don't see an orb with your own eyes, it can't be credible. That's my true opinion on orbs. Opinions are like assholes. We all have got them. Howie, hello. Good evening.
Howie, Odell. Shout out Riff Nation, ASPS.
Yes.
Orion Effect.
They actually have Bigfoot crossing signs in Harrisonburg. Please take a picture of this and send it to me.
Yes.
A mountain lion in Rustburg. That I haven't seen. I've not seen a mountain lion here in Virginia. Several years ago, Bigfoot was reported on Route 43 North. Interesting. Those are the liberal mountain lions. Out of all the cryptids that are out there, I think I might believe in the most would be Bigfoot. Okay. Caroline County, Virginia, not far from Kings Dominion, is where my warehouse guy saw Bigfoot. Look up the Bedford, Virginia Bigfoot. We're going to look that up right after this.
Yeah, I am. Look that up.
We're going to the Bigfoot Museum when we go to Trans-Allegheny. It's about 40 minutes from Weston. We're in. I'll be there.
Yeah, I'll go to check that out.
That's those left coasties. Bigfoot crossing in front of the man. I've investigated the Hayman. Awesome location. Those big feet would not have fit on the cross. That's a good point there. Same here. Back in 2021, investigated Hayman's. I think there are missing link between Neanderthal and Homo sapiens. See, and I brought that theory up last night. I'm going to stop right there. I brought that theory up last night. The theory of evolution. You've got to believe in the theory of evolution.
I don't.
In order to justify Bigfoot. You've got the Big Bang Theory. You've got the theory of evolution. And if you look, like the only theory that I learned in school that made any sense was the theory of evolution. I do not believe that a huge meteorite hit Earth and bam, killed all the dinosaurs and poof, people appeared. I don't believe that. I choose not to get into a religious debate for my own personal beliefs. I do think that the jokes about the Adam's apple and Adam and Eve and things like that are interesting. Let's see. Interdimensional. No, people have seen Bigfoot scat, but not ghost scat. But they've seen Bigfoot footprints and handprints. We've also seen prints appear on like beds, chairs, things like that. Bigfoot stinks? You've smelled Bigfoot, Ronnie? Sean stinks.
No, somebody did say the Bigfoot stinks. Who was it?
I mean, that makes sense because sloths.
Somebody did say the Bigfoot stinks.
What is it? The cutest animal out there smells the worst, you guys. A koala bear.
Really bad.
I have seen 3 orbs, one across the battlefield in Mechanicsville, one over the top of my brother's head in Lakeside, and one in Selma Mansion in Norristown, Pennsylvania. Ma, I'm going to order some stuff, and you're going to wake up one day, and there's just going to be all kind of Bigfoot signs in your yard.
I'm going to put them all around her bed while she sleeps. She's going to wake up, and there's going to be Bigfoot stuff everywhere.
I'll check out Tamara's YouTube link. John heard they smell, too. So my question is, okay, so hold on. So if they stink, if you're out Bigfoot hunting, like I need to know what they smell like. Because like if you're out
wild animal smells. Have you ever killed a deer?
But I'm saying like if they have an odor or a stench, when you're out Bigfoot hunting, you should smell them when they come into the vicinity.
Not really.
The only thing I've ever seen somebody do
kill a groundhog.
Was no, they stink when you walk up on them.
Exactly. You don't smell them from far away, but you'll smell them when you get up on them.
Well, you can't smell that far away.
Right. How many people you seen get up on Bigfoot?
Well, according to a lot of people, they have. The only thing I've seen is people smack a bunch of trees and then go, "Did you hear that?"
Or do the Bigfoot call.
And I didn't hear anything.
They have a Bigfoot call contest online.
Can you demonstrate?
I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm not going to try. I can't do it.
I feel most Bigfoot are spiritual beings or ghosts of the past. Evolution has been proven with science. And Ronnie, that's what we are all about is science. It's got to be proven. It explains why they have footprints. There's been countless sightings of Bigfoot along with pictures to prove he's real. I have not taken a picture or seen Bigfoot. So I'm struggling here. If Bigfoot was real, we would have exploited them into professional athletes.
LeBron James,
He stinks in Harry and the Hendersons.
I'm loving this interaction tonight.
Ron Anderson, John Sullivan, I was talking about opinions and assholes statement. Oh, so Bigfoot doesn't stink. An asshole stinks. Your butthole stinks. Everybody's butthole stinks. Oh my God, try smelling a meerkat. No, I heard those are mean. That's, if I had to put a smell to Bigfoot, I think I would go with James, like a wet dog.
Bigfoot ain't bothering nobody. We over here talking about the man stinking and
they're also called skunk ape. So they emit an odor when they're threatened. I want to know. Hey, Crystal.
Crystal, what's up?
These are good. Yeah, it's good interaction. So that's kind of where I'm at with Bigfoot. Like, I personally have not. Maybe I do need to go Bigfoot hunting so that I can get a picture of Bigfoot.
We can go by yourself. I'm not going.
Well, then it wouldn't be we. It would just be me.
I'm not going Bigfoot hunting. First of all, I'm not going running around the woods, banging on trees, making noises for no reason.
I believe people have mistaken Bigfoot for a bear standing up. Bam.
That too.
Bam. You got the hairy creature.
Listen, all these people.
You've got 7, 8, 9 feet tall.
All these people that go Bigfoot hunting, and there's still no real evidence or proof that Bigfoot exists. None. No concrete. Nothing.
Daryl. I have a customer, and I think he's married to one.
That's all you can say to that comment is damn.
Well.
Like I said,
she stinks.
There's no real proof.
I need to know. Ask him for a friend.
There's footprints. I can go outside in the yard right now with a shovel and create a big footprint. Hell, if I took my shoe off, it's damn near close.
That's my point too, Debbie. So Bigfoot cannot be in Russia and then Oregon or Canada. If there were more of them, like late population, someone would have clearer pictures or caught him by now. I feel like at some point Bigfoot would have strolled into like a fresh market.
I'm not saying that Bigfoot does not exist. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that I don't know, man. I'm just if it does exist and
oh, Howie,
that's a good point.
Funny you should ask.
But here's the difference between paranormal, like spirits, and the ghosts that we seek out, and Bigfoot. In my opinion, here's the difference in that. I know everybody's looking at their computer. Like, go ahead, Sean. With paranormal and ghosts, we can go out here to locations and research for ourselves, and we can gather data ourselves. We can gather pretty decent scientific data on our research. If we go in the woods, I guarantee you, all of us got off of our computer or phone or tablet or whatever we're on right now and go out in the woods right now. What are we honestly going to find?
Bugs.
If we take a recorder and we talk to the air and we get a voice, we can chop it up as the radio. However, certain data that we collect with a recorder can't be debunked with just radio. It can't be debunked by anything unless we look deeper. But even if the deeper we look, we're still going to get more confused. If we all go in the woods for years and years and years, what are we going to honestly find? People have gone and looking for Bigfoot all their lives and found nothing. There's pictures on the internet, but we all know what they say about the internet. Only thing that we really have of Bigfoot is one fuzzy picture of what appears to be an ape in the woods.
And a big foot.
And a footprint.
Big feet.
That's where I'm at with Bigfoot. That's where I'm at with cryptids. There's really, I mean, when we say ghosts, okay, if someone that we have pictures, or let's say I'm not even gonna say the internet. I can say me personally have had experience with things that are beyond this realm. I've had experience with people who've passed away, which, in my opinion, proves there's something going on with life beyond death. When it comes to Bigfoot, all we have are stories from other people. We have no real proof of anything that has to do with an ape running around in the woods. They say go here or Bedford County or North Carolina or go here or there. There's teams that go out in the woods and bang on trees, but honestly, what data are they getting to back the research? That's where I'm at with it. So has anyone seen, all right, I'm going to say this word
the
all
Helier.
wrong. Okay, the Helier series. While I'm not entirely convinced of their research and methods, I did enjoy seeing perspectives on cryptids in general. Not sure if I believe in any of them. They make some good points. Like I said, I'm not saying I don't believe that there's not a Bigfoot that ever existed or wasn't, but you know, again, for me to go out and chase a tall man in the woods that's hairy, it would be pointless in my opinion. I've been in my woods in the middle of the night, and the only thing weird that's happened was maybe an animal run up on me. I've been in a lot of woods around the country, around the world.
Bigfoot moves so fast that it's hard to get a clear picture. James watched Hillier. Very interesting, but I don't trust it. Francisco, but I do question the documentary on the Russian students found in the mountains slaughtered in a way of a very big, strong animal. Have you seen this documentary? I have not seen that documentary, Francisco, but I will say, as a chicken mom, I never thought that a raccoon could gut a chicken, a live chicken, the way that it does. So is it possible that maybe animalistic instincts kicked in? This said animal was hungry, i.e. it could have been, that mountain lion or, I don't know, a tiger. I don't know, whatever is out in Russia. I don't know. But, I mean, for those that don't know, you can always tell, chickens tell a lot. I know I'm talking about the chickens and it's not paranormal, but like chickens. They do, they tell a lot. So our first batch of chickens, they all disappeared out of the coop, gone. No trace, no blood, no evidence, no carcass, nothing. After doing research, we found out that fox break into the coop, they take the whole chicken and run off, go back to their den, slaughter it, kill it, feed their babies. Possums and raccoons catch the chicken, eat all of the guts, leave the head and the butt, and just eat the stomach and like the intestines and leave the carcass. So, I mean, could it have been a big animal that was hungry? I don't know. We get EVPs through environment. Why is tree knocking not the same? Because I have not heard a Yeti, Bigfoot, or whatever knock back. It did spark a deep dive for me, all because it was so over the top. Now, with that being said, hold on, Howie, because I have not heard Bigfoot knock back, but I have had some unexplained activity of a spirit knocking back when asking it to knock. Just saying. Carol and I were chased by some large enough to shake Alabama pine trees. That is what got us interested more in cryptids. Hey, Sam.
What's up, Sam?
I watched documentary specials on Bigfoot, starting with In Search Of. Yes, Ma, we all know you watched In Search Of, hosted by Leonard Nimoy. They use a lot of the same equipment on Bigfoot side that we use during paranormal investigations. Really? That's actually interesting. So you can set out a REM pod and Bigfoot will touch it? I need to know. I have since seen that
use,
documentary
the FLIR and stuff, I believe.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I have seen that documentary. It's interesting how they were found. They found them on the top of a snow mountain with bodies in the trees and no clothes, high altitude. April's had spirits knock back too. Me and Mama D love those episodes. So, I mean, moving on to Mothman and the other cryptids that are out there, and I'm not going to spend too much more time on cryptids, but moving on to those, I really feel like some of the creatures that have been created, such as Mothman, might be like the game of telephone in the cryptid world. I don't have the exact measurements right now, but I think an eagle's wingspan is 20 feet long or something like that, or some kind of bird, right? So, I mean, it could have started with one person that saw this large bird, and then they were telling a friend, and they were like, yeah, man, I saw this bird, and like, or I saw this thing, and it was like, its wings were like 72 feet long. And then the next person's like, man, my friend saw a bird and it had 100-foot wingspan. And then the next person. Now all of a sudden you got a 500-foot wingspan on a man that's flying through the air. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't know.
As far as cryptids go, I think anything's possible. I think that, honestly, when it comes to like Mothman, anything like that, we don't know what's out there. I haven't seen it, so I really don't know. And Ronnie brought up a good point. I don't do enough research on it.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
That's not really where my interest is. Paranormal piques my interest because of my experience. And again, it goes back to when I was a child. I saw my aunt after she passed away, and that's something that made me chase and research since I was a kid. Of course, I've looked at the TV shows, the research, and stuff like that. But again, do I think stuff like Bigfoot exists? Do I think there's stuff out there that we don't know about? Do I believe there's stuff roaming the forest and the mountains that we're not quite clear on what it is or what species it is? Did certain dinosaurs not all become extinct? Are there animals that aren't researched? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Are there people who are deformed in the mountains, who roam the mountains? Sure. I honestly believe that.
Now, I want to touch on James Brady's comment. He said, birds don't have red glowing eyes. Let me stop. Have you ever taken a picture of somebody on kind of a low quality camera and like you get red eye? What if it's taken with a low quality camera or there's light reflection and it's creating that red eye glow? I mean, I'm just wondering. Crystal said they have a leprechaun in Mobile, Alabama. Do you have it on pictures or video? I do want to see that. Sean, didn't you capture a picture on your night cam that looked like it could be Bigfoot by a tree in Bedford County?
Well, I don't remember that.
I haven't seen it. The Mothman sightings were followed up with the Men in Black. Not a joke, that's factual.
Oh, I know what she's talking about. She's talking about that picture, that weird thing that was on the camera that we saw.
I don't remember.
On that ring camera that we captured.
Oh, that big thing. I don't know. Ronnie, we should snag Sean and we all hit the woods. Maybe Slate Lick one weekend. Mwahahaha.
I watch a lot of horror movies, Howard. What happens to the black guy in horror movies?
I mean, y'all can come and get Sean anytime. Please. Mm-hmm.
Y'all get together and go and let me know what happens.
Oh. And that's another good point, Francisco. With AI today, all is now questionable. Yes, that is true. And prior to AI becoming so publicized, it's been around for quite some time, just in different forms. Photoshop has been out since like the 90s.
40, I think.
Probably. I mean, I found out about it in the 90s, but I'm just saying. I believe everything and nothing at the same time. Debbie, good point. That's kind of where I'm at with it. I agree, Sean. Anything is possible. I do believe there are things we haven't seen. Look at the ocean.
Now, the ocean definitely has creatures in it that we have not discovered. And if you look deep down the ocean, those are some cryptids down there.
What about the Loch Ness Monster? Daryl,
Loch Ness Monster. I do believe in Nessie all day.
You are full of shit. The Loch Ness, yes. The Loch Ness Monster was like a big thing when I was a kid. It's like an oversized snake.
No, it's not.
There's not a dinosaur in a lake.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Dinosaur in a damn lake.
These chocolate covered strawberries are good.
They're not strawberries.
Cherries.
Yeah, chocolate cherries. Lord. Like the orbs, they saw the red eyes with their own eyes. Again, they saw. No proof.
Nessie's real.
Who named it? And why is there only one?
Who said there was one?
You just gave one name.
Nobody knows if it's the same one or not. There could be more than one.
So they're all named Nessie?
Could be.
Who named it?
Whoever saw it. Who named you?
My parents?
Exactly.
Nessie has been proven to be fake. Chupacabra.
Who proved it?
Okay. Now we're getting into a whole nother topic here. April. No.
I thought it was shoes called Chupacabra.
No. What? Now we're getting into urban legends. Okay. We could talk about La Llorona. We could talk about the Cucuys. We could talk about Chupacabras.
Cucuy.
Yeah. These are all things that parents would tell us as kids. Hurry up and get into bed before the Cucuys get you. What the hell is a Cucuy?
My parents ain't never tell me.
A Cucuy, that's because you didn't have Hispanic parents growing up.
Oh.
Okay. But in the Hispanic culture, the Cucuys are coming to get you. Then you have La Llorona. All that stuff. So, yes, Puckwudgies.
James is the man.
Puckwudgies are an excuse for us getting old and forgetting where we put our shit.
No, the Puckwudgies are real.
And yes, Leah, a Cucuy is the boogeyman. So now you're talking about, Slender Man, the boogeyman, Cucuys, all that stuff. Like I said, La Llorona. La Llorona, just to kind of sum it up, is an animal that could turn into a female witch and steal your soul, kill you.
I believe in urban legends.
Things like that.
It came from somewhere.
So, I mean, now you're categorizing, and I believe that the Mothman and Bigfoot might fall into that category. I really do.
I believe they go hand in hand.
I really do.
Not really.
My daddy used to tell the story about the lizard man who apparently lived under the bridge in the town of Lawndale, North Carolina, where we lived. And he was going to get you if you weren't home on time, right? Yeah.
No, let's see.
The Nessie, named for the Loch Ness Monster, or its scientific name, I'm not even going to go there, was given by co-authors Robert Rines and Sir Peter Scott in 1975.
See, your cryptids, though, like your Bigfoot and like the Dogman, I believe that a lot of those are like, because you have in Virginia or Bedford County especially, like you got wolves and coyotes breeding, stuff like that. So a lot of mixed breeding of animals, and then all these government experiments. So they're creating a lot of animals and stuff that people don't know about. That's a little bit different than urban legend. Urban legend could come from all kind of stuff,
But that's what I'm saying. But how do urban legends happen?
Like that graveyard. ABC graveyard or whatever.
How do urban legends happen? It's like a big game of telephone. I saw a bird with a 20-foot wingspan. Then all of a sudden you saw a bird with a 40-foot.
I'm urban
50, legend. 60, 100, and it goes on down. And now it's don't go down to I don't know, whatever road, because then the bird,
like the 666 bridge in Bedford County.
Yeah, then the bird with the 200,000-foot wingspan is going to swoop down and get you if you go on that road. That's how urban legends start. Then all of a sudden, you get a bunch of high schoolers that are like, if you go down this road and you honk your horn 2 times, you hear somebody scream, you go to the next bridge, and boom, the 2,000-foot wingspan pops out and snatches your car. Urban legend. All right. Have you ever seen the TV show about these people claiming to be vampires? That is silly. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Don't they really drink blood and stuff?
Yeah. And get their teeth shaved down. Lower. Yep. See, Emily said her dad used to tell her, look, you better get home or the lizard man go get you. Sully on Monsters, Inc. That's John Sully Sullivan. I've seen Slender Man. That is no shit. I wasn't the only one to see it either. My Slender Man story is crazy.
We need to get Ronnie on here so he can tell it.
Yes, Ronnie. I would love to hear about your Slender Man story.
We need to get Ronnie back on here.
Now, with that being said, speaking of the Slender Man, our Ring camera did capture a questionable photo. That's all I'm going to say.
Actually, the video.
A questionable video. Our front door Ring cam caught. So we have, if I had to put a height on our pine trees that block our property, I would say at least 20 feet tall. At least. Okay. So Yeah, because, about, I would say, and I'm not even exaggerating, at least 20 feet tall. We've got old pine trees that block our property off and define our property line. And our Ring camera caught a figure of some sort with arms, legs, and a head, translucent in color, above the tree line. And it took steps like this on the camera before it disappeared. That's all I'm going to say. It was very skinny. It had very long legs. To me, it resembled one of those Halloween 12-foot skellies, for those of you that are Halloween buffs. Really, honestly, the long legs, kind of short torso, big head, long arms. James, trolls and fairies. I collected trolls as a kid.
You had a little hair with the jewel in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah.
My mom wouldn't buy me none of them.
And yes, April, urban legend of Crawford Road in Yorktown, Virginia. We also drive there, but nothing ever happened. So the urban legend of Crawford Road, aka Bunny Man, or is that different? Crawford Road is Bunny Man Bridge, right? Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But basically, essentially, what happened is back in the day, an escaped mental patient found a costume of a bunny rabbit, a pink bunny rabbit, and kids used to go down to this like overpass or whatever and party. He would then at that point kidnap the kids, murder them, hang them from the bridge, whatever. And hence the legend of Bunny Man Bridge. Supposedly if you go down there, your car will get pushed. You'll hear kids screaming, things like that. Turkey vulture flew down and stole someone's food, and the story began of the Mothman. I'm with that. I am with that. A turkey vulture is huge, you guys. We had a Rougarou. Rougarou? That sounds like something Shaggy would say, or Scooby-Doo.
Right.
Rougarou? Am I saying that right? The Rebecca suicide bathroom story at St. Albans is an urban legend.
Right.
Yes.
I'm glad you said that.
Bingo.
You know, I always hear when I go to St. Albans, I need to investigate the bathroom because where Rebecca committed suicide. I've heard people even say when they investigated it that they cried because Rebecca talked to them.
Did Rebecca commit suicide? Rebecca kept the fetus in the jar in her room. Suicide bathroom is downstairs by the bowling alley.
Ronnie, yeah, we need to get Ronnie on the show so he can clear up a lot of that. I mean, I had a woman break out into tears and tell me about Rebecca.
Somebody did tell us that on our tour of St. Albans.
Yeah, and like, if you're the lady watching this podcast that told me that story,
and I can't remember what they said.
I'm not clowning you for it. I'm not making fun of you in any way, shape, or form. Not, but if you were crying, you might have felt a different spirit at that asylum. But the man just cleared it up. That was a urban legend.
We need to have an Urban Legends podcast show. We all have Crybaby Bridge. We all have a Route 666 and a Gravity Hill, too.
Now, Gravity Hill's dope. Now,
Gravity Hill is real.
Listen, we never made that trip with everybody who said they wanted to do it.
We were supposed to go.
I'm still down to make that trip.
Suicide bathroom is upstairs. So what's the bathroom down by the bowling alley?
No, that's what I'm talking about. The one upstairs that we all went to, a lady told me she broke down crying. I forgot who I was talking to. She told me she was crying because Rebecca said she didn't want to commit suicide, but something made her do it in the bathroom. The
Rougarou is Cajun. I'll have to look up the Rougarou. I'm assuming the Rougarou is like the boogeyman, a.k.a. Kukui.
Yeah.
A.k.a.
Yeah, so those of you who are investigating St. Albans, I'm still stuck on that because that lady almost had me in tears, man.
You know, but James said, where did she get the jar for the fetus? That's a good question.
Yeah, because, you know, it was kind of hard to, I don't know.
Emily, we've got to have a free weekend coming up.
Ronnie, we need you back on the show to clear up some of this stuff with the fetus. Was the fetus story real at St. Albans, Ronnie?
Yeah, did she actually, like, give birth? And then how did she get pregnant?
Well, that wasn't uncommon back in those days. The guards would have got people
We're supposed to be going May 17th to Gravity Hill? Was this planned?
Look at your calendar.
I don't have my phone.
Let me look at the calendar.
Look at the calendar.
May 17th, we're going to Gravity Hill?
That's what Paul says.
No, we won't be able to do that. We'll be at the Fairy Plantation.
Oh, yeah, we have an investigation, guys. We'll get with everybody, though. I've got a lot coming up in the next couple months. Oh, yeah, May 17th. Oh, May 17th, you're going to St. Albans? You guys had better go to St. Albans before April 26th and 27th, Enigma Cons.
Is it Enigma Cons or is it Enigma Con?
Nope, plural. Enigma Cons. Yes, Boiler Room is near the bowling alley, but then if you go down that hallway, isn't there a bathroom right there?
Speaking of St. Albans, though, I was in the bathroom by myself down there.
I was too.
And I tell you, that bathroom down there is a trip. Nobody talks about.
Experiment with trap and hunting camera in areas that you suspect have a possible Bigfoot. No interference with you being there, and maybe your chances may improve. Now, that brings up a really good point, Cushman, aka Pretty Hair.
The flowing hair has spoken.
Yes. We actually do run trail cams during hunting season. And
I caught a bear.
Yeah. I have not caught a Bigfoot on trail cams.
Caught me using the bathroom.
I did. I caught Sean peeing in the woods.
Hey, you gotta go, man. The fluid pills.
You also catch yourself. When you're in the woods, you catch yourself making some really stupid faces. Like, I'm pretty sure I got one where I was like,
Ronnie,
dumb, right? So, but yeah, lots of wildlife, no Bigfoot. Enigma Cons.
Daryl, nobody asked you. Who asked you?
All right, Ronnie, all urban legend. She supposedly got pregnant by the orderlies.
Did she really have a jar, though, with the baby in it, Ronnie?
Emily, we will be at Enigma Con as well.
When are we all going to Gravity Hill?
I need to check my calendar because we got a lot coming up. A lot. As Daryl put it, Sean's always somewhere running around in his reenactment gear.
I'm not. None of y'all have seen me in my reenactment gear.
So. Ronnie said he can't type all the shit. Call him on the phone.
All right, Ronnie, I'm calling you after the show. Don't hit ignore on me.
We're getting ready actually to wrap it up so you can call Ronnie and get the scoop, the actual 411 on St. Albans.
Man. Yeah, I need a scoop, Ronnie. I need to know.
James Brady will be at Enigma Cons.
Yeah, awesome. I get to see all our friends there.
I know.
I'm happy.
I don't know about the jar. Nothing documented. Urban legend.
Urban legend. So it's
we will pick up. Now, next week, we have Spirit Seekers on our show, guys. Spirit Seekers.
We're bringing a guest back.
8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But our very next open discussion, we will pick up where we left off, and we will talk about trolls, fairies, and all the other things. UFOs will also be a topic. So
very short conversation for me.
Bring your thinking caps. I used to hate when teachers said that.
Courtney's
put on your thinking caps.
When we watch TV at night, Courtney is into this stuff. She's dragging me into it a little bit. I'm getting better with it
because I'm trying to come up with an actual logistical theory.
Yeah, she's getting me more into it. I'm just into the paranormal side again from experience. Howie posed a good question earlier. How do we know there's paranormal? We don't know nothing about paranormal. Just being honest, we don't. I just know that I have more paranormal experience. Now, it's all paranormal, really, but I have more experience with spirits than I do anything else.
No, James, you picked it up because there's a whole sign on the wall outside of Rebecca's room.
And people have told me about experiences they had with Rebecca and this baby, and Rebecca told her stuff about this baby. Just in the show?
On accident, yeah.
Clicking stuff.
I was closing down something. Oh my god. Enter studio. Go.
Is everybody?
Oh my god. What is going on?
You double enter the studio.
No, I didn't. Your browser can't access.
Oh my god. All right. Are we? Are y'all still here?
I broke it.
Is everybody still here? Like y'all leave?
Can y'all hear us?
Courtney over here hitting buttons and shit. Y'all still here?
How did we get it to where this is normal now?
No, it's backwards.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
You can read Hill City Paranormal.
No, wait. This is backwards. No,
you're backwards.
Yeah, I am backwards. You're over here.
Y'all, I'm over here. But I'm really over here.
Oh, shit.
Guys, that's our cue.
No,
that's our cue.
No, you want to hit buttons. Now I'm on the other side, literally. Why am I over here? Hey, now look. This goes to show you that it's
paranormal.
We've got true friends. They actually stuck in here
because they knew. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Paul already knew. Courtney, you broke it.
We've got some true friends that we got rolling with us here. We got some true soldiers in our unit here.
To answer your question, Debbie, I am not 100% sure. They reached out to us to be on our podcast. They're up and coming paranormal team. I don't know. I try to save a lot of that information for the podcast. So like I'll ask them how they got started, how long they've been paranormal investigating, where they're from, things like that. But they kind of gave me some background. They've been investigating for a while. They've got a team and they want to get their name out there. So we're going to be here 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time next Tuesday and help us welcome Spirit Seekers. So
she said she thought Bigfoot got it.
Emily, he did. He put me in a headlock off camera. Y'all, I was so scared.
Listen, if I put Courtney in a headlock, I'm going to jail. Especially if I do it on camera.
Lord.
I'm going to jail.
They said we look the same.
We look the same?
You know what, Daryl? You know what it was? Them damn wedgies.
The wedgies I'm calling Kimmy. Shout out Nanny Prims and Decor in Forest, Virginia. She does all the t-shirts. She did this lovely Para-Unity shirt. Hit us up if y'all like one. But I'm gonna hit it up. We're getting a shirt with the wedgies. I'm gonna do a ghost giving another ghost a wedgie.
Damn wedgies.
But
and we gotta bring it when we see Daryl.
Yes.
We'll see him at EnigmaCon before we'll see him at Spirit.
But I'm telling you, it's weird because I'm not over there.
Yeah,
I'm right here.
I'm over here.
Yeah, and that picture is over there. It's not over here. This is weird. And now the camera's doing some weird shit. Look,
all right, guys. Jump on over to the freaking awesome paranormal show with Ryan Jones and Rhonda Harris.
Shout out Riff
on
Nation.
The Riff Nation. Oh, happy birthday, Kim!
Happy born day, Kim.
Yes.
Celebrate your born day.
Celebrate good times. Come on.
The celebration.
All right, guys. Once again, I'm Courtney.
I'm Sean.
And we will see you on the other side.